It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where it is our mission to try to bring you some news that you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. Follow me on Twitter X at the Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget our 24-hour stream at obnradio.com. With all that being established, let us jump right into today's episode. The Panthers go to Lansing, Michigan to get their paycheck from the Spartans. Lose by the score of 40-0. Everybody comes back healthy for the most part as we now get ready for the showdown. And we always talk about how important these games are, but beyond a shadow of a doubt, this weekend against the Southern Jags, 6 p.m. is the scheduled kickoff time on the campus of Prairie View. This is do or die for both Prairie View and Southern this weekend. Southern coming off a very convincing loss to the Jackson State Tigers. Will have to try to rebound. Prairie View these next 2 weeks, now and the State Fair Classic, pretty much is going to set the tone and table for the rest of the 2024 season. Will the Panthers have enough to withstand this surge from Southern that's on the way, and then regroup and go back and deal with all the festivities and side winding and outside handling that deals with the State Fair Classic? Time will tell. Both teams are struggling right now at the quarterback position. But if I'm going to give a slight advantage, I'll give that advantage to Prairie View at this point. Southern really look lethargic. They look confused. They look just so out of place, and we don't know if they're going to have enough to regroup and overcome that emotional loss that they experienced against Jackson State. Meanwhile, Prairie View coming off a situation where wasn't much expected, but don't fumble up and don't lose the check on the way home. So the tone is set. Who will rise to the top to start setting themselves up? Meanwhile, Texas Southern in the driver's seat. They'll be taking on Lamar this weekend. A lot of could-be factors in that. Of course, Texas Southern laid a fat egg after beating Prairie View in the Labor Day Classic. They just got manhandled against Rice, and then Rice ends up getting manhandled by Houston. So, but Texas Southern, for the matter, they're in a much better position, at least mentally, due to the fact that they had the victory from the Labor Day Classic. We'll break all the games down this week, of course, with Coach Pettaway, Coach Northern, Ben Jack, and myself, and a whole lot of other intriguing factors coming in with this week. Another big game will feature Jackson State and Grambling. Man, it's really getting cranked up right now. We're also going to share with you, between Ben, Jack, and myself, we got us a little fantasy league going on between SWAC ball players, a little something we're doing in-house just to kind of help pass the time and out. Pretty good, and we'll explain that to you on this week's session of Ben, Jack, and Mike. Meanwhile, we do want to remind you that the Open Mic Broadcast Network is in the midst of its listening partnership program, where you can come and help support and underwrite programming attempts and contribution with a $12, $60, or an open end, however you feel like supporting the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listening partnership runs from September 1st to the 30th, and all you need to do is visit the website at obnradio.com, click on the donation button to make your contribution, or you can go by way of Cash App at $OBN Radio. Come and be a listening partner today. Don't forget Andre Davis, Coach Heist Northern, and Philip Prince, along with Greg Johnson, will be providing coverage for Prairie View Southern this week on the campus of Prairie View at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We do have our 24-hour message line that you can leave your questions, comments, or concerns at 720-721-1558. That number, once again, 720-721-1558. 1558. I'm going to exit stage left for right now. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Don't forget, subscribe to that YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.